Okay, so we're recording, so just say what you want to say, and you can use your name if you want to, and you don't have to.
Okay. My name is Carly. Oh, let's see, I've lived in the park now for almost a week. But I've come here for the past few years because I've been friends with all the people in the park. I was evicted from my house last week due to not getting my stimuluses and things like that, and just not being able to pay rent. There are no resources like for people to keep their houses. They work super.
Do they have
hard.
vouchers for motels or?
No, they don't. You have to go to the church for things like that, and the church only helps so far.
Does the church help?
Yeah, the church helped me with probably 4 months of rent while I looked for a job because I was a server.
So, like, is that the Mormon church?
Yeah.
So you had a bishop. So, were you active or inactive? I mean, because I've heard they don't help you if you're not.
My husband was active for a while, and that's the only reason I got help. And after a few months, like, they weren't able to help anymore, and just with not being able to find jobs because jobs need like certain things like an address and stuff, and I was being evicted. I couldn't use my address, and if you don't really have family around, then you don't have the resources. And yeah, 4th Street helps, and so does Crossroads with things like food and stuff, but getting housing or like stuff like that is just a little ridiculous. Like, the waiting list is forever, and the cost of living here in this state.
So did somebody bought you a tent?
Yeah. Well, my friend let me use it, which is how most of us are out here. We either found them or there are little boxes everywhere, like that you can go get stuff. And the community's actually nicer than the establishments that are supposed to help. Like, we have a chef, like we have
Mike.
a man, yeah, over there, a chef that comes and like feeds everybody dinner every night. I mean, and he's not paid by the state. That's just a person that volunteered their life. So
He's been doing that a long time.
yeah, a long time. So it's basically just family looking out for each other out here, especially because lots of people out here don't really have family that care. I know a couple of people got housing over here, but they were on a waiting list for like 3 years. And I'm on a waiting list right now, and I was told that it would be a couple of years. I don't know. I've been to I went to get some of my utilities dealt with and stuff, and Heat needed all this different information that my job that I had at the time didn't want to send over.
So did you lose your job from being homeless?
Yeah, I lost my job from laughing.
Because you couldn't get there, or you,
Yeah, couldn't take a shower, or like things like that. So it's just really discouraging because there's so many things that go in to keeping your life
Sure.
that when you're out here you can't do. But it's okay, because like,
Well, it's not okay.
it is in the fact that you have people. Like, you're not alone. Like, if you don't have something, somebody's willing to just help you out or something like that. The bothersome part is like when we're trying to just live, like, as you can see, this isn't a messy area. Like, you just
Does the
walk
park
up.
bother you? Are they okay?
Yeah, the police come out and they move us, and it's just like.
Do they go through your stuff and all that?
Yeah, they'll go through it, they'll put it in trash bins and stuff, and it's like, look, I lived in a house, okay, like, I like to keep stuff cleanly.
Sure.
But that's really discouraging. That's why all the tents are like that right now. They came through yesterday and threatened to kick us all out, but it's like,
It's a public park.
where else are we supposed to go? Like, we're not keeping it dirty. Like, I'd have to say it's pretty clean, so. Saturn! And like, I have a dog, like, because protection.
Sure.
Like, you know, I'm a single girl out here, and
Well, your husband's with you, or
yeah, well, no, he's not with me right now. We separated because this has all been like so extreme. But yeah, she comes first. Like, if I get anything, like, she gets her food, she gets I walk over to that fountain like 10 times a day, maybe 20, 30 times a day to keep water and stuff. It's really hard with the heat. Like the heat is not fun. But most of the resources that we have out here are self-made, you know, or just like public made, or we have like people that will come bring us stuff. But there's no really state.
Have you got a plan or some way to fix it?
Yeah, I have a small like under the table job right now that helps me like live from day to day and like
Sure.
save a little bit of money. But other than that, right now, there's no way to like have a plan. You know, like what do you do when you can't?
Yeah.
For sure, like I lived on the coast for a while, and they had like showers everywhere. You know, so you could shower and stuff like that, but they don't offer stuff like that here. So
I noticed they even took the porta potties, and
oh yeah, they took
so in these bathrooms, wherever they are, they don't have any running water.
no.
I mean, they got water in the toilet, but that's nasty.
Yeah, they don't have any running water, so it's been really hard. Like, it would be a lot easier if we weren't constantly being
Harassed.
Yeah, harassed, that's a good word for it. And we are constantly being harassed. Like, I can understand, like, people if you're making trouble or keeping a huge mess like they do over on 7th and things like that.
Sure.
But if you're just trying to survive like we are and just live, like, I don't really see what the problem is, because this is kind of the only forest this state has to offer, you know, like in the middle of the city.
I'm surprised at how many women there are. There's a lot.
Yeah, it's been hard. Like, luckily we have guys out here that care about us, like, and keep us safe and stuff like that, but there are a lot of us. A lot. And I don't know why that is.
Well, times are shitty.
Yeah,
I mean, they're tough all over.
it's really tough right now, and especially if you were in like the serving industry or like an industry that was really hit hard by COVID, because I don't really know how to do anything else. You know, I was a server for the last 15 years.
You was what?
A server for the
Oh,
last
yeah.
15 years, so I don't really know how to do anything else. I can learn and go back to school, but how am I going to do that?
The serving jobs will come back, won't they, or will they?
Yeah. Yeah, I want it to come back. I've heard it will come back. But how are you supposed to do that when you're carrying your stuff everywhere? Because you can't for sure that nobody's going to touch it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you have your friends that you
And
live
watch
by,
it. Yeah.
but you don't have, like, a steady people who are always there to watch. This guy's doing a little thing on how hard it is. to
YouTube.
get hard. A YouTube video
We're trying to
channel.
educate people. Maybe we can get you some help.
We're trying to show, like, that there's not really any help except for the help that we provide each other.
The thing of it is, the Salt Lake says they spend $100 million, but what the hell
Where?
did they spend it on?
Where did they?
Where's that money at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where is it? Because we're not even getting.
I think they build
assistance.
themselves a building and put staff in it to do something.
Yeah, I think they do too. Like,
Yeah, sit there and talk about the homeless problem and how they're going to do something about it. And
when?
and-
They
and-
never do.
And do nothing.
Yeah, when are they gonna help? Like,
I mean, shit, we have to come out here every single day,
yeah,
break the law just to make ends meet, and then at the end of the day, we're the bad ones because we try and pick up trash after everybody.
Yeah.
We take everybody's shit.
we pick up everyone's
Obviously.
trash. So we don't get the blame though, because like if people leave trash and like normal people do leave trash, you'd be amazed at how many birthday parties are in here, and they leave everything.
Every bit of trash they can.
For some reason, it's blames on us. So, as you can see, our area is very picked up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
people say that we're trashy and things like that. We're not. We're normal people that were in, like my
Had a hard time, and
yeah. My mom worked with the Salt Lake County Justice Court.
do you have family in
Yeah.
Salt Lake?
Yeah, my brother's a skater here, but like, at some point you can't keep asking family for help because you've struggled so long, and
Sure.
soon they're gonna start to struggle because they're helping you so much. So it's just been rough. But yeah, this is just one little part of our small family. Like we have like maybe 30 of us that.
And we don't really have family members anymore. A lot of them did away with us. So we band together as a family.
Sure.
We look out for each other. We make sure we're all fed.
We're lucky.
If
So-
some of us are going without, we hand them money to make sure they go get showered, make sure they can get some decent sleep.
If there was something that you wish somebody would do that would help a lot, what would that be?
Get the homeless together for one, and let's build an actual community that we can live in together, a self-sustainable one.
Yeah,
See, I
so
thought
it's-
about that. There's a lot of open land out there, and camp trailers are cheap. There's probably 1,000 of them that people would give away for free, just
Yeah.
and maybe they need a little repair or something. But
We
you
could do that.
You could have your own place.
It's just like the Rainbow Family, like a self-sustainable community. That's basically what we are here. All we need is like the housing for it, or just like the land, because I don't mind camping. I love
You're camping now.
Yeah,
See, a lot of
exactly.
us are actually pretty able-bodied hands.
Sure,
Like, I know
sure.
welding and construction. I just can't get a job anymore because my ID, my social, and my birth certificate.
If you had a
is stolen.
community like that, and you got a diverse amount of skills, you got an electrician, you got a plumber, you got a welder, you got a builder, you can do anything.
Oh yeah, and we have all that already. Like we all like I don't know if sometimes you come out over here, but like sometimes you'll see crazy little things that people have built, like just from like just scraps laying around, like little inventions and things that they
Like-
sleep in, and yeah,
Like before Sunday, my man could make anything out of anything.
oh yeah, and on Sunday one of our friends got stabbed
My husband
Oh,
got
shit.
stabbed
over here
and
at
killed
the
right
park,
over there.
And killed
killed.
in this park,
Uh-huh.
like recently?
Yeah, Sunday. It was
Last Sunday,
Really?
On the
watched
4th
the
of July.
entire thing.
We all
The
watched
sparklers.
Over what?
just some stupid little argument.
Yeah, there was a guy who allegedly stole over $150 from one of our friends.
Oh,
and
whoopee.
We confronted him Sunday and asked him to leave the park, and he became belligerent and pulled out a Bowie knife and started swinging at us.
And he got him. And he got Shaggy.
Yeah, the only downside is that they let him go on account of self-defense.
Yeah,
When
it's
it's
a-
in the video that he pulled the knife.
when we were
We had
defending
evidence.
ourselves against these crazy people that they just let come in the park and be violent and ask everyone under the sun for money, and they're mean to people and they scream out crazy stuff, and when we try and get rid of those people because they're dangerous for us,
Sure.
like nobody cares. They
It
don't.
was like we try to avoid bringing police in on certain
Oh,
things
sure.
because
They
a lot
bother us too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of marijuana that goes around. There's a lot of dabs and stuff like that, and we try to keep that away from the police because we get in trouble for
Sure.
it. But at the same time, a lot of us use that for pain. Like my L5 vertebrae, it's damaged.
The
I
girl,
use that
I
so I can sleep.
interviewed a girl over here a couple of weeks ago. She was smoking a pipe while I was filming her.
See, yeah, we're not shy about it. Most of us are from states where it's legal.
Yeah, we ain't bashful.
Like, no, we're not shy about that shit.
We're
Like,
out here making a living out of living.
Sure.
just, I mean, it's not like we're hurting anybody. Like, we're not going out pillaging everyone. Like, that's one thing I will say is we don't go take from others.
Yeah, we don't
Sure.
steal.
Get what we
don't
have.
rob. We
Yeah.
don't cheat. We try to survive.
I'm working on this community idea. There's a lot of land up in around Duchesne and that. I know a guy that's got 1,000 acres.
Like,
And
Apparently, Salt Lake a while ago was supposed to start a project to create tiny homes for the homeless youth.
yeah,
actually,
the
I
problem.
saw something about that.
The problem is that they'll have a lot of rules and restrictions and stuff that
Yeah.
you can't be free.
yeah.
You got to have your own place, and you got to be able to tell the cops you're trespassing. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I've actually been working on a
exactly.
schematic that I watched
drive off
I was looking at from like the Germans and the Russians, is they made these little capsules. They're they're long enough for at least a 7-foot person to sleep, and it's got a mattress in it. It's got space for clothing and supplies that slide underneath the bed, and then the top of it closes down and locks from the inside, and it has a solar panel array built into
So
the
you
top
got power.
of it, so it can have charge. It runs an AC, and you can charge all of your stuff, and making sure that you're taken care of at least. And I know how to do all of that. I know how to wire up solar panels. I know how to weld. I know how to.
I sell solar panels, and I get people. I don't want to do any work anymore, and
I know enough people in here that would work just for
And
food.
but people ask me, you know, and so and I come in here from time to time. I've made quite a few videos in here, so I'll probably run across you again. But
Oh yeah, we're always here.
Absolutely, man.
Unless they kick us out of this area, we'll be over there.
Yeah, we're here at this park every single day.
this seems
We're
like a
not
lot
this
better
spot.
than the people that are living on the sidewalks. And they,
Right?
Hey man, like I said, I'm not homeless. I'm home free. I make a
Exactly.
living out of living.
And we're lucky to be able to wake up in the park because I've seen
No, we're
like what
home free,
7th
bud.
South and stuff looks like, and that's a nightmare over there. Like we get to wake up to pretty like
What is by chance?
scenery and pretty smells, and at least that's positive because we could be waking up in a landfill. So that's another reason why we like to keep it really clean over here because it's like we live in a paradise as far as I'm concerned in Salt Lake right now.
I appreciate your taking the time to do this.
Thank you
And
for talking to
I
us.
think we probably got enough. I'm going to put this on YouTube,
Cool.
and if